everyone. Welcome back to Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. I'm Anthony Toma, your host, and I'm here with Patrick Najor with At Your Service by Pat. He is tell him what you do, Pat.
We are a window cleaning and power washing company. We also, during different times of the seasons, we also, besides window cleaning and power washing, we do house washing, roof washing, which we'll get into more detail. Mostly anything exterior. We make your house shine and look bright. We also started doing a lot of, during mid-seasons towards the end of season, we do a lot of shrink wrapping of outdoor patio furniture and jet skis.
Oh shit, jet skis too, huh? Nice.
I try to stay away from the boats.
Yeah, too big, too.
Yep.
And then storage, and you don't know where they're going to be stored, and then you're going to have to take responsibility for what the hell they're storing them, and blah, 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 blah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we know all the liabilities of that. Your boy Case Man, I had a issue with that years and years ago. We had a boat together, and they didn't shrink wrap it. They decided to shrink wrap it without winterizing it first. They banged us out.
Yep.
So what else about your company, Pat?
Well, we started about 3 years ago. Thankful for my wife. She has a cleaning company, and
What's the name of the cleaning company?
At Your Service Cleaning by Abby.
What's the phone number that people if they wanted to reach her and hire her?
810-836-4330. I started the first couple of years with her, helping her out, help her build and launch, and she's an amazing person who's very successful and does a great job.
And I can attest to that.
Yep.
They do my house.
He's one of her customers and one of mine.
That's
as
right.
well. Not just a friend, but a client as well.
And cousin.
And cousin. And we try to keep, our business, we try to be friends and family with all our clients.
Absolutely.
Give you the experience of it's not just your house, it's our house. What we do is to our house, we do to your house.
Yeah.
So she suggested that, why don't we do something separate and you go do window cleaning. And that's where, boom, the idea came from. My beautiful wife, Abby.
Go ahead. No, finish
And then, so I went out, did my research, and started doing some things, and bought all the expensive equipment instead of the cheap end, and went all out. Went to a show and just started buying, and boom, started it up and just went to town.
Now you do commercial, residential,
Yes.
anything. Give us some examples of some of the stuff that you've done that people can really relate to.
I have more like pictures. If you have Snapchat on my personal account, I put a lot of pictures in Snapchat and
all that,
Facebook.
that information will be below. Everyone can check it out. Freddie will post
And
it
like
down
Instagram
below.
as well.
Freddie Toma, he's the technical guy, and we don't have our video. Oh, there it is.
He's giving me that solo attention.
Yeah.
Thank you, Freddie. You're the best, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like this. I have a lot of postcards coming out, and every year I keep modifying it. This year,
With new services.
new services that we can provide and do for our customers.
Mm-hmm.
We try to accommodate everybody and everything. We've done a few gutter repairs. If it's something that I can handle,
Yeah.
to help the customer to make their house even better and be sufficient.
Stuff that you notice while you do.
We
do gutter cleaning also.
Yes, I do gutter cleaning. We do, like I said, roof wash. So if your house has like it's blackish with the black algae, we spray chemical on there, spray some of it off, and the chemical does the work. It's the chemicals that work. It's not the guy with the power washer.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine years ago when I first started. I gave him a price to do a house wash for him, and he said, "I'll go buy power washer and do it." So he went and bought a power washer, and he has a brick house. He chipped 4 bricks with his power washer. Because you don't realize how powerful the power washers are.
Yeah.
Instead of paying me $1,000, it cost him $3,500.
Right.
Now he says, leave it for the pros. Because it's not the power washer. Don't think you need heavy to hit your house.
Yeah.
The chemicals can brighten your house. It's the chemicals that do the job. And low pressure,
Nice.
not high pressure.
I didn't realize that. I swear.
A lot of people
I always
don't.
thought
You
it was
can-
high pressure.
And it can damage your house. That's why a lot of power washers, you don't see a lot of them power washing. You see them soft washing.
Mhm.
Insurance companies will not cover you more than 2,500 PSI. None.
Really?
And then we take that 4,000 PSI and convert it into a soft wash with different tools that we've bought over the years and we've mastered. And the same thing with our chemicals.
Yeah, so
We
it's
went
way
through so
more
many.
technical than people think.
Exactly. I mean, the chemicals are bio-friendly. They don't protect, hurt your plants or nothing, but
Yeah.
they kill the element. Stone, limestone, any kind of stone, there's pores. So whatever you have that's algae or anything is stuck in the pores. So it takes time for that to come out. You can hit it with a power washer thinking you got rid of it, it'll be there within a week.
Grow right
The
back.
chemicals that we put into your house and then spray off work another 4 or 5 times. Every time it rains, it activates. So it's going to work to fight it.
Very nice.
You know, and then window cleaning is another aspect that we do, which, you know, we do a lot of inside, outside, screens and sills. We clean the interior of your windows, the exterior of your windows. We have a machine that cleans your screens, frame and screens. And then we wipe all your sills and tracks.
Yep.
And that's another one of our things that we're really big on too.
When's a good time to get the house power washed? When's a good time to, what's the most optimal time to get your gutters cleaned, get your windows done, all that stuff? Let's talk about that.
It depends on customers. Everybody's different. It depends on you.
Okay.
A lot of my customers will do it mid-range, where they do it once a year.
What time of year?
Probably anywhere between,
Is the windows we're talking about now?
I mean, some people do everything. It all depends on you.
Gotcha.
I got customers that will do a house wash, a gutter clean, window clean. You know what I mean? And
What about patio spraying and stuff?
they a lot of it beginning of season. So I got a lot of people,
Porches. I know you did my
porches.
porch out of the goodness of your heart. You were doing the windows and then you noticed, I guess there was some buildup, and you're like, look.
I always throw in extra for my people and my clients, because if I don't like something, it's not always about money. You know, we have God first and foremost in our lives.
Absolutely.
And I like to do things that are righteous. So I may be wrong to some people, but I'm right to God. So if I see something that, you know, other people will charge you for, I just throw it in, you know, out of the kindness of my heart, just to be who I am. And that's...
Well, you know what? If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
That's right, baby. You know, so we just do the, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. Just us. That's just how we are. Even my son, he'll see something, it's just in our blood. He'll go and touch it up without even saying anything. You know, we don't usually point it out. But you notice, just like how you noticed.
Yeah. So you're wrapping furniture now, you're wrapping jet skis now.
From September to December, depending on if it's raining or high winds or snow. If none of those 3 elements are in factor, we can go all the way up to Christmas Day or beyond. A lot of people start doing it more like end of September, October, November.
Yeah.
You know, way before Christmas. They want, you know, they know winter's coming, the fall's here. They shrink wrap all their furniture. It makes it tight.
Put it in a nice corner.
We stack it all up like a present. It goes, we enclose all the furniture.
Yeah.
There's a lot of companies that just throw the shrink wrap and they leave you a gap. Well, that little gap that's in the bottom, that's where squirrels can go in, or other rabbits or whatever, and build nests under your stuff.
Right.
And they'll live there for the winter.
Yeah.
Where we have it all the way enclosed where they cannot go in. And we put vents in it to give it the airflow it needs.
Nice. And the cushions are stored separately?
Yes, they have to be, because of, there's still gonna be moisture in it.
Yep.
And that moisture can ruin your cushions, and we don't wanna ruin your cushions. I'd rather we tear everything up in this, you know, come spring, rinse them all out, you know, soft wash them all, let them dry up, and then put it all together, and you can enjoy your spring and summer. We can if you want. We can if you want.
And then you reassemble it and come springtime.
If you want, if that's what you want, you want us to come out and power wash everything and take it apart for you, we do offer that service as well. It's a separate service.
Do you want to mention price, or is that just too?
It all depends on,
it's
case by case, because it depends on how much square foot of shrink wrap I'm using.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So
it's
you know, some places it's only 20 feet. There's other times it could be 150 feet.
Depending on how the furniture locks together and stacks.
How we stack it. I've had people that want big statues, and they want the whole thing, waterfalls covered, so everything has its...
And then you do art. You do the artwork on the outside, so it looks like it's...
No.
Picasso.
I wish I was talented like you, Anthony.
I can draw a smiley face. That's about it.
Me too.
Yeah.
My smiley face, and then put the vent in.
Yeah. There you go. So what areas do you cover? Like, where do you go? What? Because I know you just bought a house out in Van Dyke and
X25 in DeQuinder and Shelby,
right? Yeah, in
which we're in Macomb. I cover all of Macomb, all of Oakland County. All depends on what it is they're looking for.
Sure.
I've driven as far as Bay City to take care of a shopping center to wash for somebody. You know, it depends on you. I mean, you tell me what you need, if I can accommodate it.
Yep.
You know, here's my availability, here's my price, you want it? Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
I've been as far as Monroe,
Okay.
up to Jackson, Ann Arbor. I mean, so I try to cater to everybody.
That's nice.
You know, I've had, in Saline, I did like 4 different buildings.
Oh, shit.
So, you know, I try to accommodate our people because sometimes it's hard to find the right contractors or the right people to take care of you.
Yeah.
You know, when we say we're gonna be there, we're there. You know, we don't sit there and say, okay, I'll be there, and then you don't see me for a week.
Right, right. Yeah,
You know,
that
so,
happens a lot.
and
these
you know,
days.
you
It's
can
strange.
testify for it, Anthony, all the time. I mean, you're one of our clients,
Yeah.
not just family and
Yeah,
you know friend, but you know, when we say between this time,
Yep,
we're there. You know,
absolutely.
you know, and we stay till we get the job done, then we go to the next one.
Yeah, and you know, your equipment's state of the art. You really reinvest back into the company to give the customer
The best.
the best service. And do you want to talk a little bit about like the chemicals that you use?
I mean,
or-
there's different types of chemicals. It depends on what's needed. I mean, you have rust remover,
Mhm.
you have efflorescent.
Right. So if somebody has rust, you're gonna
I have an acid
out.
that takes care of it.
Yep.
It depends on how long that rust has been there. This is what people don't realize.
Yeah.
If you have a limestone house or a brick house or a driveway and it's been sitting there for 20 years,
Yeah.
just because I sprayed it doesn't mean a lot of it's going to come out. But like
Yeah.
I said, it's in the pores.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you need to do it. That'll work 4 or 5 times as it rains.
Start now.
But exactly. But
Yeah.
you need to constantly maintain it.
Yep.
Just like how you have the efflorescent in the house. I had one house. The first year I did it, he's like, oh, it's still there. No, it's still there, but it's not as bad as it was last year.
Right.
Went again the following year, hit it again. This year, he had a smile on his face from ear to ear.
Uh-huh.
He said, oh my God, it's gone. I don't have to look at it no more.
Yeah.
It takes time. People don't realize you don't just hit it with water and it's gone. No, it's in the pores. That's
Right.
what people, just like your roof. Your roof can last longer if you're spraying the right chemicals on it because it kills all the algae that's up there.
Right. Yeah.
Especially
Before
if you're
before
surrounded
I
by trees.
switched my roof out, there was some algae growing, and what harm could that algae cause?
It tears up your roof.
Mhm.
I mean, it just basically, your asphalt is
Yeah.
tearing away at it.
Yeah. So it gets under there, grows under there, and separates it. And if there's moisture, then it'll increase the moisture.
Then
and
you'll end up with black mold in your house, and
Yeah.
now you got to replace everything. Now you're calling a 24-hour restoration company,
Mhm.
which costing you more money for a few $1,000s that could have taken care of the problem beforehand. Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, is what I hear.
Yeah.
Until it's too late. Now, from a couple $1,000s that you could have maintained your house every year, now you're looking at thousands of dollars of damage because you didn't. Just like gutters, clean your gutters once or twice a year.
Right.
People do it beginning season, end of season. Windows, fine, once a year, perfect. House wash, roof wash, at least once a year. You know, me, I do it to my own house because I know firsthand. One of my properties, I was one of them guys. I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it.
Yeah.
I don't need to do it.
Roofs are neglected.
Especially
Definitely
roofs.
yeah, especially
So I
roofs.
neglected my roof, which ended up causing me black mold in the house, which caused the leak. Ended up costing me about $15,000 in damage
Well,
for something that would have cost me, because it's my own company, $1,000 in chemicals maybe,
Mm.
and me doing the work. I could have saved $14,000
right, right.
on the back end.
Yeah.
But I was like everybody else, didn't think about it. I just said, you know what, Heach,
Yeah,
let
yeah.
it go, let it go. We think about interior, not exterior. Think about your exterior. Your house is you.
Yeah. So everybody watching right now, they should step out of their house, walk around the house, and what are they looking for? Like what are they looking for that you could help them with? So there's decks that you do, there's sidewalks that you do, there's driveway, you spray, you could do the driveways, anything with stone, the walls of the house, the edges of the house, the gutters, the roof. What else can they look for?
I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
As
windows
far as
and-
windows. I don't rebuild patios.
Yeah, yeah.
I just stain them,
Yeah.
wash them and stain them.
Oh, you do stain also.
Yeah, we stain also, but
Okay.
but wood decks is also a process that people don't realize.
Yeah.
It's 1 day power wash. Okay, first of all, we got to remove all your stuff you have there.
Yeah.
1 day power wash it. It needs 24 hours to dry. So you have to match it up between days, of sunny
Yeah.
days. Then you come out and stain and seal it. Then that has to dry between 24 to 48 hours.
Mhm.
Then, I mean, it's up to the customer. A lot of times the customers say, leave it, when it dries, we'll put the furniture back so we set up the way we want, or we have to come back, initial third time to put the furniture back.
Yeah,
So this is a process as well.
right.
Same as stamped concrete. You power wash. Stamped concrete is a little bit different because I can power wash it, give it a little time to dry, and then put the seal on. But I like to give it a day to dry and then come put the seal. But I have done it where I've given it a half hour. It depends on how hot it is.
Mhm.
If it's 100 degrees, 80-degree weather, that's going to dry up quick. So it's
Right,
not going
right.
to be a problem for me to seal because I have to lay that seal quick.
Gotcha. And then what about garages and stuff like that?
Inside garages, I have a lot of people that, especially if they have epoxy or regular cement, I come in and blow everything out, and then I put chemicals and I soft wash the driveway.
Yeah.
I mean the garage, interior of the garage, the floor with chemicals, and we move everything out of the way and then spray it all clean, let it dry, squeegee everything out, and it's like you got a brand new garage again.
Yeah. Are there any services that we haven't mentioned that you offer?
Pretty much, I think that's everything I have until the next episode.
Yeah, yeah. So they can find you where on social media? What's the handle?
Actually, under my name. I tried it before where I did it with At Your Service by Pat,
Yeah.
but it wasn't successful. Me, under my name, Patrick Najor.
Okay.
You can find me on Snapchat, Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram.
Yep.
Even on LinkedIn.
Okay.
It seems that I took my personal pages instead of putting my personal life like everybody else does out there.
It's business.
I put more my business.
Yeah, yeah.
Every now and then I'll put like my anniversary or my wife's birthday or kid's birthday. But other than that, it's mostly me. That's
Yeah.
who, it's not At Your Service by Pat people are coming to. It's Patrick that they're coming
Yeah,
to.
right.
So I made it more personal.
So this looks like your email address.
Yep.
At your service by Pat.
And we also have a website too.
What's the website?
www.atyourservicebypat.com.
Oh, perfect. And then the phone number is 248-794-0008.
Yep. And we also, just like how I sent you, I have an app where it tells you I'm on my way.
Mhm.
We start the job, finish the job.
Text messaging?
Yep.
Okay, beautiful.
And it keeps track of all the jobs I've done for you and all my clients. And then I can pre-schedule ahead. Like I just did one guy shrink wrapped. He loved it. Please schedule me same time for next year. So I went in,
Oh, perfect.
scheduled him for next year. So when next year comes, we'll figure out the time for him.
Yeah. So if someone can call you, and then you'll lay out a total plan for them if they choose, and then
Yeah.
you can put the dates in, plug the dates in, reminders.
I
they
can
get
come
reminders.
out. I can come out, take a look.
Yep.
Or a lot of times, because of the way inflation and gas prices and everything else that's been happening to us,
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing a lot of text messaging. It's easier because a lot of times I'm at the job.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're building a successful company, and I like to be there firsthand.
For
But
sure.
eventually we are going to have employees under us. And
Yep.
another factor is my son is my right hand,
Yeah.
and he works hand in hand with me. And he's going to be stepping up next year with employees under him and running the whole show of
Beautiful.
everything I've done.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to maintain it from the outskirts.
Yep.
But every now and then I might sneak in and be there doing
I'm
it.
sure you will. Well, thanks for joining us. We usually we close out each show by asking a question. And that question is, what does it mean to you to be Chaldean?
100% proud.
Yeah.
My roots come way back,
Deep.
real deep. I think my father immigrated here from Iraq on a boat, physically on a boat,
Really?
to Ellis Island.
Mm.
From Ellis Island to Hamilton Street.
Yeah.
Hanna Nagata, John J. Najor,
Nanagata.
Shamasha Hanna.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of my roots.
Great
I'm proud
man.
of being Chaldean, 100%.
Yeah.
And you know what? And people that aren't Chaldean, they want to be Chaldean.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And that's right, but they love us.
Yeah, but they love us.
And we're very, very godly people. We believe
Yeah.
in God first and foremost. And then we've come around where we've always been businessmen. We take nothing and make it into something.
Yeah.
And we work hard doing it. Whether it's for someone else or for ourselves. We've always had that dedication in us. That's what makes us Chaldeans.
Absolutely.
We don't stop. We don't give up. We keep going. Even if you fail, we stand right up and we move forward.
Yep. So hit Pat up, get your gutters cleaned before the season, That way there's no leaves in there, so when the snow hits, the ice melts, then then it's water, and the water is trapped, and then your gutters start to pull away from your house. Get them done, hit them up, get your house power washed, get your everything shrunk wrap. That way next year, next spring, come spring, you just unpack and go, and you're not bummed out and trying to track down someone to repair all this damage.
Yeah. And believe it or not, we spend a lot of money, and we don't realize, on our outdoor patio furniture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not everybody's fortunate where they can say, I can throw it away this year and bring another set next year.
Right.
You know, so it is worth the investment. Or you're taking it and storing it all in your garage or a shed. You're tying up room that you can use for something else.
Yeah.
Stays in one spot, boom, it's angled, so the snow comes off of it and it's vented. And it's fully enclosed, so no animal or anything can get in it.
Yeah. All right, beautiful. Thanks, Pat. Thanks
Thank you for
joining
having
us.
me.
God bless
It was
you,
my
brother.
pleasure. God
Love
bless you.
man.
Love you more.
Thanks.